Hello, everyone, and welcome to Echoes of the Institute Session 2. We're finally back on track. Once again, for those of you who haven't seen it, peep the new logo that was done by 8rusader. Awesome work. I am very... let's get to our students, and we have a new player, as we discussed. Kat has joined from Royal Flush into this game because they just started and it's the perfect time to. So let me move us over. Hello, you're all unmuted. Hi,
Hello.
everybody.
Hello.
Hello there.
Look at this, a full table. My max limit. Back again so soon. Anyways, it's not bad. I ran for like over 20 people in the
Oh,
let's see. First, I'm gonna punish you all.
excellent.
Oh, joy.
Makes me harder.
Look, I don't judge,
Anyways.
but there's a time and place for everything.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I'm gonna roll that, and then the punishment will begin. Now, what happened last time?
Last time, we all arrived, had our IDs and everything checked, and then we went to essentially an assembly after getting some food. At the assembly, we met a bunch of the teachers. We got to find out who Melvin seems to have personal issues with.
Yeah, let me.
Because Melvin has somebody who he's not a big fan of, and also apparently there's this girl who's super into Melvin. I don't know if anybody else noticed that, but I did. We were then brought over here with one of our teachers, the Professor
Selduine. Yep.
Selduhine, who basically gave us our first test. And basically there was a bear warped here. We had to defeat it. And then we got assigned to our dorm rooms and told that we will probably have work to do in a few days.
Excellent work. That's a top tier recap. You guys get 2 points of inspiration. That was extremely accurate.
What was the site to where the campaign is again?
Roll20.
I got roll.
And
20.
then D&D Beyond for your character sheet.
Yeah, I rolled 20.
Yeah, Kat's finally on D&D Beyond this time because Kat had a Roll20 sheet as a marauder.
Here we are.
Let me get some music.
Okay.
I just gotta grab one thing because I forgot Johnny Cool did get art from Buffany.
Oh my goodness.
And yes, Kat, it is Beyond 20.
Yeah, alright. That's what I thought. Thank you.
Suffer. Hey, at least it's all there. Guys, your music?
My upstairs neighbors are like dropping bowling balls on the ground. I don't
It's
know
all
what's
right.
going on.
We have trains that shake the house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wahoo!
Ohio. We have cryptids, eyeless people, and yeah, we have the frog lover is what his name is. It's one of the cryptids.
That's awesome.
Yes, the classic cryptid brain.
Oh, so you never told me about the frog lover?
Look, I don't know. I don't know. It's got a weird name. I can't remember like fully, but someone called it like the lover frog or whatnot. And I'm like, it exists. Well, we got the we have the eyeless children, which I think is far more terrifying. They hide in the cornfields and then they take your eyes.
Don't start the conversation like that. I just sat down.
It really is. They'll also show up on your doorstep, apparently. You know.
Love it.
I'm just changing out Johnny Cool's token.
Did you make my token looks like? Yes, that's medium because my rat guy is small, but that's a very small medium.
Look,
I'm not that tiny.
He's just a little
look.
fella.
You're a
Maybe rat is life.
halfling. I play around with token sizes sometimes. It gets weird. Don't worry. Your token's probably gonna change size like multiple times throughout this campaign, and like maybe you'll notice it, maybe you won't.
Melvin's size depends on the size of his ego for the day.
You know what? That's canon. Every time he kills an enemy and he gets his what is it called? Like the when you kill an enemy and you get the temp HP, Trez.
Oh, that.
Your warlock feature.
Yeah.
We'll just
I know
say that
it's
makes
like-
you.
It's the fiend. It's. I know it's of the fiend. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Or-
yeah. We'll just say
yeah,
that makes
yeah,
you.
the fiend.
Every time you kill something, it makes you a little more confident, and along with your temp hit points,
Dark
you get temp.
One's blessing.
With the Dark One's blessing, you get temp height.
Guys, we need to have him
Oh
kill
my God.
everything.
Oh god,
Terrifying.
no. You guys, by the way, we did count. You guys broke the record for most natural 20s in a single session one at over 11.
We're that
Yeah,
good.
that was
Nasty.
insane to like watch. Just
We're professionals.
I'm still
Professionals.
I actually it was my first time, so I actually had to double check if my
You did really good.
I just had to check if my beyond 20 is like I didn't accidentally like give myself a handicap, did I?
No,
seems
it worked
oh.
out. All right, hold on. I'm gonna show you guys Johnny Cool's new art, even though some of you may have already seen it. I'm just really proud of it. And then we'll get into this nonsense.
man, what a cool name, Johnny Cool. I can't imagine. a
His
cooler
name is
person.
Jonathan Kreslin. He's just called Johnny Cool.
He's so
He
cool.
goes by Johnny Cool.
That was
That's
still
what
the
everyone's
most
gonna
poetic
remember.
natural 20 for me to get against a player. I'm
Would you
just
say that's
saying.
more-
Great.
Would you say that's more
You know what? I
Giga?
have to agree. He is so cool.
Would you
He's
say
a
that's more
soulful
Giga
eye.
Chad or handsome Squidward?
Yeah,
Both.
Squidward.
Squidward.
Equal
But,
parts, both.
As
He's
you
that good.
get that note, like as Professor Seldoween finishes telling you this, oh, by the way, your other classmates should be here. They're very late. And you hear the door behind you burst open. You've been running through several flights of stairs. Kat, would you like to describe your character?
As soon as the door bursts open, with like a loud thud, Arlana reacts instantaneously without realizing it and throws a dagger just next to the door.
Go ahead and describe your character, Kat.
The Devanar. I'm still working on how I want to pronounce that. I'm gonna be honest. I just slapped the name on there.
Devanar.
Devanar. They're almost 6 foot, 5'11", average weight, green eyes, long hair, and they're very obviously a Canis with more fox-like features built in, and their clothes are built for travel, and they carry a large tome.
The tome is actually floating next to you.
They have a spot where they'd carry a tome, but the tome's flying.
I told you not to be late on your first day, and here you are being late. We didn't need to defeat all those rats in the cellar.
It made me very tired, and I wanted to get some stress out. We're good.
Anyways,
Excuse me, Professor, but I don't believe I saw this individual at the all-school meeting. Therefore, they cannot possibly be a classmate.
don't worry, they're on your register. This is Davenar Kren. They are a Canis. They're straight from New Lantern Glow. They were handpicked not only because of their natural talents, but because they have a grimoire of Nothic.
Well, it seems that I'm not the only animalistic individual among us.
And for
So-
all of you, you can roll me history checks on both the Canis and the Grimoire of Nothic series. Cliff with advantage for both of those checks because you're a record keeper, and F-Zeri with advantage because you are a bard as well. Very good.
Here we go.
I don't know why it rolled with advantage on that for me.
Sometimes the slider adjusts. You can. I think there's a way to tick it off, but I can't remember. No worries. Ooh, natural 20. We're already just starting
Already.
out again. I'm gonna make a tally. Hold on.
This group's just blessed, apparently.
Yeah, I guess. You guys got the juice.
Oh.
Cliff, go ahead and make your history checks.
Yes, I was just looking for that.
It's on your bar of skills.
Spells, skills. I see. I get so lost in these.
It is a lot.
I get lost in these books of mine. I apologize.
You just see Cliff fumbling. Oh, shit. Fuck. Dropping stuff.
I'm obsessed with the emotional support rat.
I usually use my pills as bookmarks, but I use far too much for my own good. Oh, how embarrassing of me.
Just find it. Hold on. I'll take a screenshot of it just in case you need me to show you.
I need to. Thought I almost saw it.
Hold on. So you see the big bar in the middle of your sheet. It's right. It's under. Hold on. It's the middle one right here. I'll show you.
Is it horizontal? No, vertical square.
It is a vertical. Yeah, it's a big
Vertical
old
rectangle.
rectangle. Here.
Vertical rectangle.
Look at
okay.
this.
Where am I looking?
I'm gonna put it in the group chat. Give me 1 second.
I see. Yeah. Okay.
Tutorials, y'all. They're all fun. All right. Here.
This is amazing.
You. Okay.
Is that big old long list and it's
Yes.
history.
Yes. All right. I see it. I see it.
And then you have
Here we-
advantage on both of your rolls, so you would roll them twice each.
It would be.
History.
History. Right. All right. What do we got here?
Oh! Okay, you don't need to roll again, because that will get you everything you need for both subjects. So let's start with the Canis. Melvin, you've kind of heard of them. Same with... So anyone under a 13, you've heard of them in passing. With a 13 or higher, Canis are a Fey race that comes straight from the Feywild. They are akin to satyrs and even considered the cousins of them. Most Canis have wolf hind legs, furred arms, ears, and then a large tail. However, some look more human, some look more like a mix between the two, and some can look straight up human, hiding their features naturally. They have the ability to innately talk to animals and plants. Oh, wait, no, just animals. And they have the ability to turn into a direwolf a couple of times a day. As for the Grimoire series of Nothic, Arlena, Cliff, you have heard of this series of tomes. These are tomes that were crafted by the oldest and most powerful mages of Sokrith, pre and post Cataclysm. They were unique in the sense that they would put a piece of their actual soul into these books, giving it a sort of consciousness. The books are sentient because of this and contain a bit of the previous mage's experience, as well as evolving over time with whoever its reader/wielder is. And those are very picky books. They are not one normal person can wield them. They can only be wielded by casters, so bards, warlocks, and wizards primarily. And they are very elusive and rare to find. They fetch a pretty penny, if not being very dangerous, because some of them have the consciousness of very bad people in them. But, hey, just a nice floating book. Anyways, that's a history lesson for you. But Lilith, on your shoulder, Alistair, will go, "Oh my, like Nothic Grimoire, I do say. This one will be a very interesting person to stay beside, aside from trading spells on the road."
I see.
But yeah, welcome. I'm Professor Selduin. These are your classmates. Welcome to the
It
Aether
is-
Prima House.
It's wonderful to meet you all. What did I miss exactly?
Oh, they fought a giant bear that I created with numeromancy.
Ah, That feels
It
like
won't-
it's very important.
It won't be getting honey anytime soon, I can assure you that much.
Until it is summoned again. And yes,
Yeah,
Siri?
you can say last time, I mean, just a few minutes ago, that they like resummon him like every day.
Oh, no, he's summoned by others through wild magic and, sometimes me.
Apparently, he is. He's just has a bad luck.
Very pissed.
Everyone could
He gets around.
still see that Alistair does have like a large bite wound in his
Oh,
shoulder.
yeah, you're all injured. Actually, no, Alistair's the only one that got hurt.
No, Melvin got healed, I believe.
Oh, that's right. Melvin
Yeah, he
did
did.
get
I
healed.
receive sweet, sweet healing.
Alistair's just bleeding in the corner. It's fine.
But,
I lost a few feathers from that flight. It's going to take a while for those to grow back in, you know.
no worries. However, Divinar, since you have a grimoire of Nothic, you don't need to take the this little practice test. You're pretty much set to go.
All right. That's well.
That's
As
what I
we
would
still
hope.
dress for
Your
something.
book says that's what I would hope, given my reputation as a previous Grand Mage. Oh shit! It's
Yes.
that one.
Arlena removes the dagger from by the door that she threw.
Is
That-
that book talking?
Oh
Correct.
yes, this is my teacher and well, my everything, book, family, teacher.
I do not consider myself family, but allow me to introduce myself. I am the 10th Grand Mage of Sokrith, Thon Narzir. Spelled like this. And all of you would know what the Grand Mage is. The Grand Mage is the usually the most powerful wizard of their time, and is the one who oversees all law regarding magecraft for all schools of magic, all sorts of casters. They are the ultimate magic cop. And they also solve cases involving magic. And recently, over the past month, the current Grand Mage, Lord Augustus Kylum, had to investigate the Eyeless murders, which were tied to the mages that kept Theric de Sewer bound. And here's the Grand Mage for you guys.
Nice.
Quite young looking for a Grand Mage, isn't he?
He's one of the youngest Grand Mages that there is. I actually taught him a few lessons.
He looks like he'd be related to Johnny Cool. I don't like that.
Alistair. You know who August is. He's one of the top 3 occultist wizards. And is a friend to Elwyn Teverin, your friend. And Saya Asilitus Thal. The 3 of which were involved in the incident.
Very interesting.
But nonetheless, like I said, I'll repeat it to you, Devonar. We have an assignment already for the Aether Prima house. There has been incident out at a dig site. A mysterious signal that is old and very well ties back to a familiar signature of Aether from before the Cataclysm.
Interesting. Very interesting.
And that's out near, just on the outskirts of Edgevale.
Right on the cusp of the capital of Yura.
Correct.
Ah,
So,
wonderful.
you will be heading out in 2 days. And of course, given your status in Aether Prima House, you are not required to be here for classes 24/7. Be able to attend seminars as you see fit in any particular class. So an outside of things feature is at any point in this campaign, you are not vibing with your class or subclass, you can change tracks by attending a number of classes regarding that subject.
Excuse me, Professor Salduin.
Yeah?
I'm supposed to see at some point my counselor, Barnabas.
Yes. You'll probably be best to do that before you leave for the job.
How soon are we leaving for the job?
2 days.
2 days.
So you have
Oh,
2 days.
shit. Okay.
You have 2 days to do as you wish in the academy, prepare, buy supplies at the school shop, or even go down to Amber Point, which is our college town in a sorts. It's a little messy because it was attacked by undead in the incident with the Harbingers, but they're doing all right. So you're free to go down there. It's a simple trip down. Other than that, I will maybe be going with you, or we might be sending a different chaperone as a handler. Keep an eye on you guys.
Mhm.
So, you're dismissed for now. You have your lay of the academy, and I think it's best that you all get to properly know each other. So, no assignments for tonight. Relax, have fun, drink if you're legally allowed to. And whatnot. I will be in my office. And if you need anything
Alright.
from me, just let me know. Oh,
Ew.
and he stops at the door, leans back in. Regarding pay for this job is 2,000 gold
East?
each.
Oh, shit.
Hmm.
That's a lot
You'll
of money.
most likely be
That's
getting
pretty
it.
great.
That's pretty normal. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's pretty normal. That's what I was saying.
However, as regarding your pay, we're not sure if it's going to be in credit yet or actual gold, given what happened in the arcane surge, melting 50% of the gold supply. But hey, we'll find out. All
What if
right.
the school just makes its own currency and then pays us for things with their currency? And then in turn, we can use that currency to buy goods for the school. Sounds
We'll
like
just
there's
go
no
downstairs.
downside at all.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah,
awful.
Because
if
after-
it's not properly managed, it can be forged.
There is actually the main law of magecraft. One of the main laws of magic here in Null, in Sokrif, is creating fortune with magic is very illegal, next to necromancy. But
Oh.
in the Cataclysm, a very similar thing happened where they lost gold. They had the bright idea to use alchemy to create new gold to supplement the economy. And guess what? A lot of that melted during the arcane surge.
Good stuff.
It's not. It's been funny. It's been funny because people have credit cards now, basically. They have runes on them that allow them to activate. But yes, you
See?
have this space to yourself. Your emotional support rat looks at you, Melvin, and opens its mouth. Only you can hear this. Oi! Before you head out, we're gonna have to have a little bit of a chat.
Is that you, Dad, or is that you, Rat? I don't.
Stop
see you
calling me
outside,
dad.
Oh, it's okay. I thought it was you, Dad. It sounded like you. I thought it was the Rat, maybe from.
I'm already a
No, that
father.
sounds like my dad.
I'm already a father. One child's enough.
Yeah, you know, a father figure.
Anyways, in your sleep, we'll speak. You'll be down in the prison for the first time. Behave yourself.
I don't see how I want to go there. That doesn't sound very appealing.
Too bad.
Hmm.
Um,
Squints a bit.
Alistair will walk up to Dunavar.
Devonar.
Devonar. Yep.
Devonar?
He will walk up to Devonar and say, "I'd like to formally introduce myself. I am Alistair Hargraves, and I look forward to learning with you."
It is nice to meet you, Alistar. Devonar. I don't have much experience with formal greetings and all that.
And this is my companion Lilith, and he will point to the albino crow on his shoulder.
It is a pleasure to meet you. I am his contracted companion, Lilith. I am a very formidable lady in the Hells.
I must say, you look quite amazing.
This is not my ideal form, do not worry. I will find a way to make myself stronger.
Please, call me Cliff.
Nice to meet you, Cliff.
The feeling is mutual.
I do apologize for being late. Hope no one got hurt.
You're fine. You were fighting rats in a cellar.
Rats. We are the rats.
You had to fireball so many
actually-
of them.
I have
Yeah,
to be
you
honest.
will-
I have to be honest here. Cliff, Devonar, Melvin will pull out like a little pocketbook that he has. I wrote both your name down for bullying me. Because Cliff, I noticed in the battle, you didn't give bardic inspiration to me. You gave it to like Alistair or Siri. I can't remember who.
Oh
And I just thought
boy.
that's kind of mean, you know. I was right there, and Devonar, of course, you were just late, so you know.
If I may,
Fuck
Melvin,
you, I guess.
it's very vital to be wary of who to cast on what and where. It's a balancing act, quite like flying.
You know,
I
I
might not-
completely agree with you. It sounds like you're going to do some good thought about it. You know, I had to convince someone the other day that gaslighting wasn't real, and that was the whole thing.
Oh boy.
Hi. This is
Good talk.
going.
Bye.
It is wonderful to meet you, Melvin.
I love Melvin.
Sure.
Siri would like
What?
to very gracefully
Disgrace.
reach out to Devonar and introduce herself, and I'll say hello. My name is Siri, and if I could, I would like to, if she offers her hand, use little seed in Druidcraft to like make a little
Oh.
flower like sprout in
Oh.
her hand.
Oh, I've
All right,
That's-
back
that's
from
amazing.
breathing.
It's always those small little gifts of magic that are always the most impressive.
You hear your book. I've seen better.
I'm sure you have.
Siri will bow to the book very gracefully as well.
Yes, you're someone who
I-
knows their respect.
I'm sure we will
Unlike
have much
someone
more.
I know who dresses like a common thief. You should be wearing a proper robes of a wizard with your stave. But you don't have one yet.
Do you remember where I found you?
Yes,
I wouldn't have found you if I was dressed like that.
you could have.
Yes, because I'd be crawling through random holes for fun if I had nice clothes.
A proper mage is not afraid to get their clothes dirty. That's all I'm saying. But I digress. Anyways. Alright,
Well, I
so.
suppose if we're all introducing ourselves.
Mhm.
Sorry about nearly hitting you with a dagger.
I
Expect
assume
somebody to just burst in.
I didn't expect to be bursting in very late either. So it's alright.
My name's Arlena.
Arlena, it is wonderful to meet you. I look forward to not getting stabbed by daggers.
Also, I may not be able to hear your book, but I understand that.
Oh
it
no, you
is-
can all hear the book.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, the book is audible.
Yeah, that would be.
She gestures at the book. And as for you, I suggest you keep yourself out of my way.
I wouldn't
I've
want to
heard
be
of
made
audiobooks.
kindling.
I've heard of audiobooks, but this is something else.
Melvin from across
Hold on.
the rooms, like, all these guys have all these weird, like, creatures,
Hold on.
inanimate objects that they talk to.
So, yeah, they're
Let's keep it
definitely in Sokrif, a newfangled creation is audio tablets. These little stone tablets that contain audio magic with books in them. You just carry it around in your bag. and it'll read the book for you.
I just love the instant. Hold on.
You know how this works, Kat. You
Future
guys have
here.
made manga canon.
I believe
I-
these are called
I don't know.
audio
I don't think I was
runes.
there for that. I
They
don't-
also made boba canon, but I did get one over on them and named it Bibble, and it's square shaped.
It will
Bibble.
Arguably better.
arguably better. Yeah.
But
So
Nothing's the same as the Bibble shop back home.
your rat just chitters, Melvin. Because remember, to everyone else, it looks like a regular rat. But to you, you see the horrors within.
should we find somewhere that isn't the practice area to get to know one another better, or are we? Is
I
this
Check out
concur.
the dorms.
There are a couple
One,
of places.
food?
So let's take a look around.
So,
I'm
are
sure there's a
you
nice campfire spot somewhere.
are you trying to hang around the Ether Prima house, or are you going to go onto the main campus? Because that'll change what your options are. There's a common room down here in the Ether Prima house. There's also a kitchen, and slash dining hall. And then, of course, there's the larger cafeteria on the main campus, the cafe on the campus, and the like.
I say the main campus sounds tantalizing, to say the least. Why don't we all make our way there? Acquaint ourselves proper.
Sure.
Choose 2 people to have a meal with. I'm just fucking
Well,
around. That's a Fire Emblem reference.
All right, let me see. Alistair.
It would be.
Alanya.
It would be. Sorry.
Well, Alistair, Arlanya, I think I will join the 2 of you. Davenar, Aziri, have fun with Melvin. I already share a room with him. You understand. No hard feelings.
I'm gonna remember this.
Ha 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 ha.
I hope you
Anyways,
can.
so you guys would like to go to the main campus and
Yeah, main camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're letting down again.
It would still be really funny if no one else could hear the book, because then it'd just be her talking to herself half the time, and then
I'm not a
she'd have to start
psychopath.
replying. She'd have to start replying for the book because the book would start yelling at her for not replying.
This whole time Lilith wasn't real. I'm just pointing to nothing.
I'm just gonna move a bunch of NPCs into the main cafeteria. Where are you, Johnny Cool? Where are you? There you
I
are.
wonder what kind of audio runes the main campus stores have.
I'm not certain, but I've heard that the primary seller of them is called Audible.
Wow. You know what? That's actually a deep cut because
Oddball?
every time I would unmute on stream, I'd say, "All right, we're Audible," and then Blake will go, "Sponsor us."
Sponsor us.
I would kill for a sponsorship. I only got sponsored once.
I do hope the Archbishop gets sued. A lot of corruption with that one.
Shh. There's no Archbishop. You're talking to yourself.
He's losing.
Oh, perhaps I'm misremembering. I don't pay too much attention.
Wrong world line. Who this?
Right.
Uh,
Right.
It's not the cafeteria. Next one. Also, Roll20 added a very much better way to organize maps. I'm so happy. I'm alive. I feel
You've
things.
been on cloud 9 for
I have.
so long.
They made it so you can search maps now.
Hell yeah.
Like, you can actually search them. You can, and it's easier to like organize stuff.
Wow, something Foundry already has and it works better. Smile.
But I can change tokens easily on Foundry. I mean, on Roll20.
I can
So
do
you
it
could-
easily too. It just doesn't save.
I
So
know.
what you're saying is you can change them at the flip of a coin.
Yeah. But no, hold on, I'm just scattering tokens. Give me 1 second, kids.
You know they say don't
Your
look at your
second is
phone
up.
and walk. Davenar's just totally describing something.
Plus, I've
as they
invested
walk.
too much money in
Totally.
Roll20. One day I'll
Sunk
move to a
cost
different
fallacy.
VTT.
Sunk cost fallacy.
Tough.
Also, we have a lot of content on here.
There is a lot of content.
Yes, there is.
Love me some content.
Content.
Also, the token
I hope-
page is like, what do you call it? The token page is Zach's, like, Zach is jealous of my token page because it's organized. Second, move around. Mm.
This music has me ready for adventure.
I'll be changing. Give me a second.
It sounds oddly familiar.
I'm not sure. It's Bardify, which is what I usually run.
I see.
Yep, they do some nice little black market dealer.
What?
What?
Beg pardon?
What was that? What was that? Come
Huh?
again?
Huh?
Huh?
Look,
Aw.
you're telling me that the magic school wouldn't have a black market, that it totally just
Session
doesn't
one.
pretend exists?
Ariel was like, "Hey, if you know anything about the black market, please tell us."
Hear me out. We give Lilith illegal substances and turn her into a missile.
Well, you say that, but like my wife literally has buffed her contracted companion to literally turn into a skull demon that just absolutely nukes things.
So would you say then that she summoned it? And it's a summoned a skull?
Lox is quivering in his grave. He takes the form of a cat most of the time now, and then he just rips out of the cat.
Oh my god.
And he just like puts his hands in, like the skeletal hands come out of the cat. Boom. He's like, hello. He's also like a really powerful entity, canonically in D&D lore, but he's like super weak right now because he's a cat.
I'm sure he'll become the cat's meows. No time at all.
Yeah. He also like and also fun fact for you, Johnny, when a contracted companion is in a form, they do take on some of the traits of that form.
There's
So-
so many faces. I love them all.
Oh yeah, I forgot. There's a
A lot
lot
of
of
them are-
attractive characters in here for you, Cat.
I've already seen some of them too, so it's not. It's worse.
All right,
Probably get spotted.
you guys end up here after a bit of a short walk and chatting amongst yourselves as you go. Change the music to something. Oh, that's my file explorer. I don't need that.
Oh, no.
La-di-da.
Do the la la?
Alrighty. You see a lot of the students that you saw earlier in the day, all gathered around different areas, scattered. Some of them are scattered, some of them are just kind of hanging here because there are not a lot of classes on the first day back. And as you pass the cafe, you do see that within it are some of the masters of this year, mainly Master Renile D, Master Crana Nix, Master Luna Ravenstide, and Master Godric. And then just other people just hanging out, and you see Melvin, you see him sitting there with a book open, the book that you threw at him, now thawed out. He's sitting next to Kira, Malcolm, and Celine, who you saw earlier. Show them
How an
off.
army could go against me. This is precisely what
Oh, I
was
didn't make a
thinking.
handout for Malcolm. I'm silly.
Do we hear Melvin muttering to himself in the corner?
I don't
Oh,
know.
most that I'd say probably.
Do I need to
Like,
make
he'll
an
say, like, "Oh, I was
check
talking to
notice
my-"
the girl that has the crush on Melvin.
Make me a perception check.
Alright. Yes, I do.
And if you called Melvin out on this, he would say, "I was talking to my emotional support rat, thank you." But he was definitely talking to himself.
Chip, chip, chee, Rat says. In actuality,
mas-
it's screaming, "Arr!"
So the masters are in the
I thought
tavern.
you sounded
you
like
say.
Dad at first.
Yep, they're in the cafe. Here's this individual. You see this individual. You see a human man. He seems to be in his late teens. He is definitely an artificer. Seems to be an alchemist with all the vials and stoppers on his person, and goggles at his neck. He's got red hair that's kind of swept back in a bunch of freckles and these vibrant green eyes. And next to him, no, who I made handouts for? I did. You see this red tiefling. Oh no, she's like pink. You see a pink-skinned tiefling. She's got a bunch of piercings, especially one on her nose. She has this purple hair, and she's just wearing some simple leathers and robes. She's a second ear, it seems, because she's got that badge. And then a member of your house, Kira, she's a transmuter in the Ether Prima house. She's a changeling. Of course. This is actually an interesting read. Whoever tossed this my way has a keen mind. What's it about? It's about rats and cellars.
Melvin's seething.
You know, people don't understand, but rats in the cellar is actually a common issue in most low-level taverns. Don't have a lot of protection against critters outside. Rats will dwell in there, and that's how you get mind rats. And they'll go back to the Rat King, supposedly. Wow, you're very learned, Jonathan. I didn't know about the Rat King. He's merely rumor. Tall tale. Anyone who thinks the Rat King is real, my hat goes off to them. They need to take some medication.
Melvin is looking for a chandelier to drop onto Johnny Cool.
There are no chandeliers in the area.
Melvin, are you all right? You look a little upset. Are you all right, friend?
I have a nemesis at this school.
A nemesis, you say? You hear
Please.
behind you.
Pray tell.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm over here, behind you. And you see behind you this individual.
Ooh.
You see...
Ooh.
Let me go for the camp. You see an elf goblin. Standing just shy of 6 feet. He's wearing a bit of a mixture of like a leather robe. Like as if a leather jacket tailored to be a robe. He's wearing tight-fitting jeans and a brown shirt underneath. And you also see that he's got some grease stains on his hands, and the smell of oil and engines is pungent upon his personage. He also has a bunch of tools, keys, and you hear, like, as he moves around, a bit of a jingle. And then he stands up, and you see that he's wearing quite an oversized belt. It has a lot of bits and bobs on it. And as he walks forward, you hear the sound of his boot steps, like, fill the air. Name's Pada Zeroni. I'm, right up there in the years. But, you have enemies, you say?
Yes, I have a few.
Huh?
Can't say I've ever seen a golf before, Pada.
I understand. Is not all it's cracked up to be. The constitutional problems that come with my genetics, not the best. And he gives a
At
slight
least you
cough.
got the height.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm a third. I'm going into some of my later years in the academy, but I've racked up quite the business knack. I run the school shop here, but also run something else.
Something else, you say?
Yeah, you got the coin to spend, then I can hook you up with some good stuff. You're
Hey,
one
Joe,
to
what
lean
kind of
on.
stuff that would help me be rid of a nemesis.
Ah, I fence all sorts of things, and he winks at you with his red eye.
Duly noted.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah.
I want to see. The reason I'm inciting is I would kind of like to see if I get a read on like how trustworthy this person is.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
15. That is not bad. He seems to be carrying himself with a bit of a bad boy aura. He seems very confident, very much a knowledgeable person. Whatever he is capable of doing, he's probably the best at it. But I got a knack for all sorts of things, and he takes a set of cards out of his pockets, and he just sifts it around. For instance, I have this. He wiggles his fingers. A deck of many things, and he pops it back into his cloak, in his coat.
Can I insight that to see if that's true?
That's
Right.
really strange. you
That
said.
doesn't seem.
Sure.
It's quite an item, and I don't mind saying that aloud. So you know, if he has a reaction to that.
19? Hard to say if he's telling the truth or not.
Damn, he's good.
In my
No,
experience, anyone who says they're offering you a deal similar to this is obviously got to be too good to be true.
Oh, I'm not letting you pull from the deck. This is my treasure. No.
how many cards have been pulled from the deck?
It looks to be 13 cards are present in that.
13 cards, so that's a lot that were pulled.
No, I haven't pulled a single one. Haven't needed to yet. But
Dangerous magic.
if you're looking for things to get yourself stronger or whatnot, come to the school shop and ask about the fence.
I don't want a fence. I want it stronger.
Hey.
Agreed.
I
He
Yeah,
squints.
noted.
Melvin, just nod your head.
Anyways,
Sorry,
I'll be right here. Don't mind me.
Alistair will whisper to Arlena. I'm surprised he hasn't been caught yet. He's not very good at subtlety.
No, clearly not. No, there's
I'm
a time and
looking-
a place, and clearly this one is either setting it up to be the obvious person, or they are just that blatant.
I need to purchase a chandelier.
Chandelier? I don't have one of those. I have a comedically sized anvil.
Okay, now he's
That
clearly
has
fucking with
potential.
Melvin.
Yes.
He's very
Also-
clearly fucking with Melvin.
Rumor mill has it that you guys are heading out on a job. I have some work
2 days from now.
outside of the campus if you're interested in that too.
Odd
Always.
choice.
Outside of
Like
the
what?
campus?
Always benefit us. Do some more work while we're out and about.
How do you get these credits, might I ask?
What do you mean credits? Oh, you're talking about the financial crisis that we're going through that has impacted my business?
That's correct.
I'm working off of gold still, but I wouldn't be paying you in gold. I'd be paying you in items.
And these wouldn't be illegitimate, correct?
Yes. He just says, not giving you an answer.
What sort of items will we be paid with?
I'll
Oh,
take your word for it.
well, I got a couple of things that you might be interested in. I have a cliff spell tome, quick spell potions. I have concentrated pulse potions, rune glasses, the amulet of unearned talent, a ring of minor sight. I also sell gun blades.
Gunblades.
Yes, still, some of that stuff's still hard to get because only the Marauders can use them, but, hey, you gotta get stuff how you get stuff. Plus, I'm an artificer. I got the blueprints.
I see.
What do you need done?
Interesting.
Come by tomorrow, to the school shop and I'll give you all the info you need. And if you want to do a spot of shopping before you leave, I know they're gonna be giving you an allowance tomorrow.
Oh, goody.
Oh.
He winks at
That
you,
is
F-Zeri.
out.
Me?
Yeah, he winks at you. And then he just leans back, puts one leg over his knee, like a bad boy, and he just sits there and he takes out...
Oh my gosh.
But you guys would
can-
see as this weird little device with runes etched into it and a little cylinder underneath with some kind of vapor liquid. It just... As he takes it and he inhales from it, it makes a sound, a very loud clicking and whirring, and he just blows
Oh my
the
God.
steam out of his nose, like the smoke out of his nose.
He tries a bit
Asiri's
too hard.
going to blush a slightly deeper purple color.
Yeah, don't let me keep up your time. Go ahead, have fun, eat, the whatever.
Exterior, are you okay? You're not looking too hot.
I'm just fine. Just move away.
Yeah, see, your voice has
She-
gotten higher
She
too.
likes bad boys.
I think
Well,
I'd
if you're
like
interested
to.
in the bad boys, why don't we introduce you to Johnny Cool?
Who said that? Who did I just hear say that?
And you see, as you walk by, this individual passes
Hi.
Cliff. Oh, sorry, pardon me. Cliff, that
Oh.
individual slipped something into your robes and looks at you and nods. We're sitting down next to Pada Zeroni, and they begin to whisper to each other, and then they exchange hands of something. But you all see this individual.
What do I have?
You see a draconic humanoid, most likely belonging to the Ragnaut family. A family of draconically blessed druids and mages throughout the time. A Ragnaut even defeated the Avatar of Vecna some 500 years ago. But in your hand is a note. Await further
What's
instructions from Etro.
Petro.
And as you know, she is your goddess.
I'll heed her advice.
And then she gets up and goes this way. But yes, you have a few places you can go. You can go in the cafe. You can hang out here next to Johnny Cool and his buddies. Or you can
think
hang
I'd
by
like
the
to-
steps of the Ether Crystal right over here.
I think
think-
I'd like to pay a small visit to the cafe. If that's all right.
It definitely sounds like it's the best opportunity for us to get to know each other.
Melvin, you feel like someone
Indeed.
is watching you?
And I was going to actually ask, because since I'm a plant person, what is this plant place over here?
Oh, it's just
It's
a
just like a
few
little
different,
garden?
yeah, a little garden, and some of the plants move.
Oh, wow. Do I know anything more about that?
Probably not too much. They seem to be like some standard plants. Also, there seems to be a person in there, just watching from the distance.
Do I see them, or should I roll for perception?
It's hard to tell, but you can roll me a perception check because you're that close. The DC is,
Sure.
but just to see the exact details of the person.
Oh, well,
Natural
see
one.
that.
Nature's healing.
I love it. Nope.
As we're walking over, what are we going to the cafe?
Yep, right down here.
Oh, okay. As we're walking over, Alistair will walk up to Melvin and say, "What is your association with this Johnny Cool? You seem to have a disdain for him."
What do you mean?
Well, during the assembly, you attempted to throw something at him, and I can't help but notice you're staring at him constantly.
Yeah, there's just some of my glasses. I was trying to stare the smudge away, I guess.
Make me a deception check at
Uh,
disadvantage.
The thing is, I'm like so good at it that it's. Unless like
Should I roll an
I
insight?
gotta. Oh well, that's a 2, so never mind.
Sure. Yeah, no, you said some bullshit.
That is a 2.
Uh,
Uh,
Aziri, you also see this individual. You see an individual you see an Etherborn, seeming to be a dark Etherborn. They have dark gray skin, with this even darker hair and gold piercing eyes. They have the crystalline parts of their skin, but most definitely they have these crystalline horns. And they seem to be just staring at the plants as well.
Can I, so kind of keeping an eye on them, can I cast speak with plants to maybe figure out more about what's going on with these plants
Sure.
or see what they have to tell me?
Yeah.
Sweet. So I'll kind of smile at him while I do that to like acknowledge that I'm doing that, and then I'll go ahead and I don't know if that rolled there. Oh yeah, speak with plants. So what do these plants have to tell me?
There's someone in our property again.
Oh, no.
It's alright. It's young love. Just let them walk. What does? As long as they ask for consent. I'm hungry!
Very wise words.
Who wants to talk about their feelings? No one
I
does
could have sworn I
Fern.
just. Could have sworn I just heard something from the wall just now.
But you look at this, the Etherborn looks at you. Why are you speaking to the plant?
You know, they're moving around. I was curious about what they had to say. My name's Atsiri, by the way.
Shelton.
Nice to meet you.
I suppose.
She'll take that just to, like, not even blink an eye. And would I know that he's a second year?
Yep, he's a second year, same as you.
All right, awesome. Oh, so would he have had a similar trial as we did, like a fight with the direwolf?
No, because you guys are in Ether Prima House.
Oh, right. Okay,
You're in
yeah.
a special class. He's a
We're
standard
special.
student.
Mm-hmm. We'll also make small talk. How was your first day back?
All right. Dark Etherborn have a bad reputation here because of the incident.
Well, Asiri just will smile winningly and say, I don't feel that way. So, if you ever want to chat, would love to talk more.
Perhaps.
Hmm.
And then you blink, he's gone.
Oh,
I swear you hear the faintest of footsteps slowly walk away.
I imagine him just jumping into the bush. He's just gone.
I'm gonna start dragging the rest of you to the cafe.
Now, Ziri is the Lorax confirmed.
all right, Alistair. Here's the deal with
I speak for
Johnny
the
Cool.
trees.
He's a bully. Perhaps the worst bully in this entire school. Mayhaps the world, even. And well, he tormented me non-stop last year, so I may have done some things to get, stronger or whatnot, and then I decided I would get my revenge. However, Johnny knows Featherfall, so when I pushed him out the window, he was fine.
Melvin, revenge only incites a vicious cycle.
Not if you win. Like, if he's dead, then I just won.
Oh my
Are
goodness.
you planning on killing a fellow student?
Hmm.
That depends. Are
No,
you
no,
cool?
there is the
Are you
answer,
cool,
Ken.
Alistair, or are you a narc?
Murder is okay, Lilith says. You have to crush your enemies. This is one thing we learned in Avernus. And you have the reek of a certain fiend about you.
Yeah, the bird knows what's up. Melvin will put up a fist to fist bump the bird.
She takes the scone that you had in your hand and takes a bite out of that.
And what fiend would that be, Lilith?
Oh, a very...
Oh, that's just my dad. He's fine.
A former
Lilith.
I sense a former high-ranking devil. A barbed devil.
Hmm.
Liv takes note of the headmasters behind him and
The High Master,
Tremble.
yeah.
is
Um,
trembling.
But yeah, no, because remember, the Masters are the high-tier students. They're like the student council. And for you, Kat, once again, you see... oh, wait, no, that's... Let's see.
I forgot they were here.
High
None
Master
of these
Renial
people are
D.
especially
I forgot
friendly,
he's so
although I
cool.
don't know much about Master Godric.
And then you see...
Wasn't this the guy that was mean to me?
he was mean to all of you.
Yeah,
Noted.
they're just mean.
You see Master
Noted.
Godric Delanthos. You see Master Luna Ravenstide.
Hmm.
And then you see Master Kresna Nyx. And they're all drinking different beverages. Godric's drinking an iced tea. Kresna is drinking what seems to be like just some kind of like Earl Grey tier kind of tea. Luna is drinking a red-colored beverage, very deep red, and Renile D is drinking black coffee.
He's drinking the boring drink. Got it.
I'll turn to Cliff and say, I'll go up and get us something. What would you like, Cliff?
I'm actually quite full for now, but thank you.
Suit yourself?
And as you get
Sure thing.
closer, F-Zeri, you hear Renile. Not bad service for your first time. You need to be faster. Your little gift will not help you always. Constant spamming of magic is unsightly. Especially ruining good wood like this with your little knife. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm trying my best. Then try better.
I'll
Get
come up and
results.
say,
He's
Chloe,
just
dear.
doing her job.
Hey, Chloe, dear.
Oh, hello.
I'll kind of like just wave her down, and I will let's see what I don't want to do. I'd like to, if I can, like without being too weird about it, like kind of reach out and like take her hand and just be really friendly, and say quietly, I don't think your magic is unsightly.
Oh, 1 second, I see something. And she goes over here. She sees the rat.
Uh-oh.
And she is going to...
Oh no, the rat.
Melvin.
Can I ask Lilith to save the rat from being smushed?
This in... Too late for that.
Gotcha.
It's too late. Too late.
And she's just gonna pull out her finger and...
My word.
Get out of here, you pesky critter! And,
Oh.
just a little smattering of dust is left behind for the emotional support rat.
Melvin
dear.
remain calm.
No.
You'll be able to summon
I
it
feel a
later.
sudden emptiness inside.
As it died, Melvin, it said, "Ah!" Just screeched. A rodent issue. Always pleasant. But anyways, what can I get for you, dear?
What
She
do
just
you
uses
have by
prestidigitation to
way-
dust off the ashes.
Could I ask for like for purest water, like or like whatever, like kind of like the like if they have anything like that that's just like freshest sparkling spring water or anything like that.
Okay. Vroom, vroom. Comes back with a cup of tap water, and then she taps it, and will use her druidic magics to purify it. Passes
Thank
it along
you
to you.
so much.
Of course.
I owe you one. And she'll wink and go to her table.
He blushes.
Cliff begins to work up the courage to talk to the master right beside him.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Master
You're right.
Ravenstone. It's been quite some time, has it not?
Mm-hmm. Because you have a history. Because she is from the monastery of Etrel. She looks at you. Oh, it's you. They let you out of your cave so early. After what you...
The cave you saw my imprisonment. I could never forget your face.
It was not easy
I-
putting you down.
My memory's still hazy from the experience. But I have one question for you that I'm dying to ask. And this is where I'll cast, Persuasion.
You don't cast persuasion. You're good.
Oh,
yeah, you just
oh,
roll
so
it.
I-
You roll persuasion.
I'll roll Persuasion.
Mm-hmm. Okay, go for it. Ooh, very good.
My question. Is my son alright?
Oh shit.
Then...
Sure got quiet in here.
That's awfully quiet.
Are we hearing all this?
Well, it's a quite busy area, so it just depends. If Cliff is being loud about it, because Luna is definitely being quiet with some of this information. You guys can roll me perception checks if you would like, but let me get into the info for Cliff. Very well, I will allow you an answer. I do not know if your son is alive or not. But if he is, he has not returned to the monastery in quite some time. Such a
see.
thing would worry our mistress of fate. Behave yourself, Cliff. You went 1 year without issue, not go another. We do not need...
Dueling.
And you are wearing the ring?
Both, yes.
Good.
They ache at the sight of you.
Good. Just know if you ever fall off the deep end and your magic goes out of control again, and the devastation that it would bring, I would
You
very
need not
much love to cut your head off myself.
You need not remind me. The ingrains on these rings, the gleaming crimson. I remembered the color all too well. That is all. Enjoy
You are
your meal.
dismissed. Devanar, you definitely heard that. With your natural 20.
Yeah. Not gonna bring it up, but
Cliff goes outside and goes,
And you watch as
That
she
hurts.
walks out, and she is going to disappear in a bit of a smoke.
sorry about that, everyone. I, just had something to take care of is all. Nothing to worry about.
I'm sure.
After a
Alistair-
moment... Oh, go ahead.
Well, Alistair is focused on. He's pulled out a small piece of paper and is writing something down on it.
Taking note.
But after a few moments, like a few more minutes, High Master Renile D will get up, and so will Kresna, Godric. The service is adequate, but you are utilizing spells far too much. You must not rely on magic, you must rely on raw talent. You're using it as a crutch. In the meantime, you might want to learn how to brew better coffee. And he just leaves it barely touched on the counter, and he just passes over a gold coin.
Can I use my bonus action telekinesis push to push the coffee onto that guy?
Make me...
It's an invisible
Mhm.
hand doing it.
Yeah, I just need you to make me,
I catch
let's
him. Can I
say...
help him in any way? I mean, help Melvin.
Because Melvin's not moving his hands around to do this, it's all in his mind.
Do you want me to just do like an attack roll? I could just do like Eldritch Blast or some shit.
Make me... Let's do what we did last time. Let's do a dexterity check to see how dexterous you can control the hand with your mind and the intricate details and the distance here. You're trying to move a very specific tiny piece here. So, go ahead and make me a dexterity check. And we'll do it at advantage because of your last little trial run with the book this morning.
Hopefully this is just a straight dexterity check.
Mm-mm.
Okay, first one's a 2. Not great. We don't like that. Yeah, 19.
That's
Nice,
better.
nice, much better.
Way better.
All right. And as he puts it down, because you catch it at the perfect time. As he's getting it, like, just on the cusp of the counter, you push it back into him, and it spills on him. And then Kresna will come up. Master, are you all right? I am fine, Kresna. And he just snaps his fingers and prestidigitations the coffee stains coffee away. And he looks at Chloe. Like I said, a butchering of good wood. And he just flips the coffee cup over and it spills across the counter. And his little ink guy on there just chitters and chuckles.
He's just shy.
And then Kresna will look at her. How dare that coffee hit my master. You know what's better for you. Make sure this never happens again. You like your fingers. Hey, that's enough, guys. Come on. Godric will pat Kresna. Stop being a grumpy old lady.
Hey.
I'm not old. I'm 24. And he'll drag Kresna. I'm sorry, Chloe. You're fine. Don't listen to them. They're just negative people. And he'll look at
You
hey!
guys sound like a bunch of bullies.
Renaya will look at you.
Melvin will immediately
that's one
sink a
way
bit
to get
lower
their
under the
attention.
table.
And you two are coming up.
Alistair walks over and casts Prestidigitation on the countertop to clean up the coffee. And before he got up, he folded up the note he was writing on, and he has it in his hand. He'll walk up to Master Godric, and he will say, I'd like to formally introduce myself in person. I am Alistair Hargraves, member of the Ether Prima House, and it is a pleasure to meet you, Master. And he will hold out his hand with the note in his hand.
Very well, nice to meet you. I'm Godric Delanthos. And he'll do a noble bow, because he is a noble. He comes from House Delanthos, down in, which is out in the Osidus Tundra, the ice city of Euceris. And he'll take the paper and he'll flip it open.
The paper has all of the details on Papa Zeroni and the entire interaction they had.
Thank you for bringing that to my attention. In the master class, we'll discuss that.
Excuse me, Miss Chloe.
Yes.
The talk with one of the masters has gotten my appetite running. Do you have any muffins?
Oh, absolutely. Gives you that for a gold piece.
Blueberry, my favorite. Thank you.
Of course.
And I think you do a fine job working here.
Renile will move past Godric. An occultist. I thought your ilk would know better, especially after the incident. And Alistair, make me a history check regarding Renile D.
Alright.
19. You know that Renile D was just a basic master for the past few years. And the previous High Master was Seiya Asilitus Thal. You know he's the primary suspect in the incident. However, once the incident transpired and the bullying, assaults, and harassments became all too much for Seiya Asilitus Thal, they left the academy, and Renile D, who was a high perpetrator of these incidents and spread the rumor mill even more so, because there was no substantial evidence that Seiya was the perpetrator of the incident. He himself was a victim alongside your friend Elwyn and August. However, Renile made it worse, and it was definitely known that he was coveting the High Master position and jealous of Seiya.
Alistair will say, "You will find that I am a bit different than other occultists you may have encountered, and I do look forward to getting to know you better, High Master."
Barely worth my time. As are you. He looks at Melvin. Your telekinesis is shabby. Gifted to you. You've never worked for it. You're going to
So
play with
shabby,
your
then how did the guy get hit? That's all I'm saying.
sheer
That's all I'm
luck.
saying.
Kid's trying his best.
Rather be lucky than the deuce.
A wizard? Or do we know?
He is a wizard.
He is a wizard. Okay, I got you.
You know,
He is a
If you
void
knew-
wizard.
if you knew who'd done this to you, why did you choose to insult Chloe and dump the coffee on the table? That seems far beneath someone of your caliber.
A mixture of events. If the counters had been well maintained and balanced, apart from her stabbing them with Zephyr Strike, then they wouldn't have been crooked enough. I would have been able to place my cup on the counter before this fool was able to get me with the cup.
But he did
Matters
get
so much, you just hit mending. You're a wizard.
A shoddy workman blames their tools.
Anyhow, you best behave yourselves. If you have a point to prove, I'm always accepting more examples of challengers out in the main halls. Whenever you feel you could take me in a fight, you're more than welcome
I don't
to
have
try.
time for a small fry. I have to focus my efforts on the one that matters. Jolly cool.
Well, at least he's keeping conflicts limited to other students.
Come, Godric. Do not waste your time. Yeah. This guy. Sorry about that. You take care, all of you. Have a good day. And he tosses an extra 5 gold to Chloe. The tea was wonderful. A good one.
Class act. Without saying anything, Asiri just wants to like kind of put her hand on Melvin's shoulder and like kind of give him a smile. And I'll say, that was kind of you what you did.
It was?
Yeah, standing up for
Oh.
Chloe.
Oh, sure. Oh, okay, sure. Yes,
That was
my,
what you were
my
doing.
brother has often said that I'm quite the young gentleman.
Uh huh.
It seems that
Oh.
what the bear couldn't touch is perhaps your spine.
Ah!
Wow, that's good.
Is
That was a
fart
compliment.
joke?
That was
You
a
call me
compliment.
short?
Excuse me.
You
I'm
call me
not
short
quite.
punk?
I'm not quite well versed at making friends.
He's calling you
Excuse
brave, Melvin.
Yes.
And I agree.
I already marked him down twice for scorning me.
Well, all I can say is
Please,
if that person
please, I beg you
thinks
not
to be
mark
a
me down
master,
more.
then they definitely have poor taste.
That was. They have personality to them. You can say that for sure.
If that's what you could call it.
Having a personality would mean he'd have more depth to him than wanting to pick a fight
I
with
sense a
everyone.
gaze from beyond.
You just feel like you're being watched.
Oh
I could
god.
really use my emotional support right now.
Huh, do you
Where
spend
is
an hour to
the
bring him
rat?
back?
Come to
Yeah, I'm
think
not
of it,
doing anything else.
I thought I saw pear-shaped shrubbery outside the window. Must have been my imagination.
What?
Must have been the wind.
Radicus
Right.
fence number 2.
Oh god.
You all see the
Wow.
cutest, fattest rat, and meanwhile, yeah, Melvin just sees the horrors.
That is adorable.
All right. After a little bit of time, you guys return to the Ether Prima house. Let me just get your rooms set up, kids. Oh.
Yay!
One hell of a meal.
One blueberry
Melvin
muffin.
feels uncomfortable, like someone's staring at him, but in no way attempts to see if anyone's staring at him.
It's like a ghost.
It must be
Oh.
just a weird feeling.
Totally. But you all return the Ether Prima house pretty easily, let's be honest. And Professor Zeldwin, you see him, he is in his knight attire. He is wearing a very tight shirt. That's got like, it's like a basic medieval shirt. It's like just black. It's got like the drawstring open collar. He's very buff. You didn't notice that under his robes, but this man is jacked. And he's just wearing simple pants and boots. And he's got like a kind of like sleeveless like sweater vest, almost like something like to wrap around himself that doesn't have sleeves on it, like a sweater.
Melvin's just breathing a little heavy from walking up the stairs.
And then he's wearing some spectacles, and you see he's tending to some runes as once again these numbers, codes, and patterns all form against this door as he tends to it. And in one hand he types out on like this little board with numbers and letters, and he's typing that out and placing these runes and enchantments. Oh, welcome back. He looks at you and takes his glasses off and puts them in the collar of the shirt.
Any special occasion tonight, Professor? Cliff's referring to his very garish outfit, of course.
Oh, this is my night attire. What I wear when I'm not working. I'm just setting up some defensive runes across the house, just so everything is well put together. And if you try and leave past curfew, I know. So don't do that.
Very astute and organized.
Of course.
Most admirable.
What if we need to accomplish our mission?
Well, then I would let you know you can leave the camp, the house.
I'd like to point out a contradiction in your statement there, if I may. You said you wear this attire when you're not working, and yet you also are telling us right now that you're working.
Oh, this is more hobby for me. I don't see this as a job. I see it as passion.
I always think it's best when your jobs are also linked to your passions.
Exactly, Cliff.
Keeps you happy
Yes,
knowing.
that-
Keeps you happy knowing that you've attained a dream job and you go to work smiling every day.
Be that as it may, a job is still a job and work is still work.
I do hope they pay you well, seeing as you're a professor after all.
Yeah, first year I didn't get paid too much. No one really studies numeromancy, or equation, fractal. So, but it's becoming more common with a lot more Therians, such as myself, awakening to their magics as they get older. Some fractal sorcerers, theory mages,
Well, it's good to see that the economy is paying off, at the very least.
Yeah. Anyhow, lights out very soon. Get comfortable, get in your dorms, and have a good night. You have 2 days to
Oh.
prepare.
Wonderful.
Boys.
All right, let's get this night over with.
Uh,
Oh.
So,
Hmm.
The boys rolling out.
the boys. Me and my boys.
and
Dorm.
Ziri and Devanar, you are roommates. Bunk beds.
Oh,
People bunk
awesome.
beds.
Roomies.
My bed.
Excellent. I scored the room by myself.
Yep.
Can't believe I lost
Same.
another round of rock, paper, scissors to
Yeah, Boulder Parchment Shears is definitely bad.
Melvin, that
Lena
rat.
closes, locks her door, and then uses a chair and jabs it underneath the door handle.
But
Fair.
it's just making some white noise for me to help me sleep.
I was about to comment on your furry colleague.
It's a
He's
chunky
not-
rat.
Radicus Fence II?
He doesn't get too loud at night, does he?
I mean, sometimes he is louder when I'm sleeping. I don't know, because I've spent too much time, asleep and not serving a greater purpose for my master, I guess. Or father. Father, son.
Well, if you need any noise cancellations, my wings are quite soundproof. I would know.
Ominous.
That's a weird invitation, my dude. We just met.
Oh no, my
Well, anyway, later. Gotta go to bed. And you just the resolute.
You got lambasted in that conversation.
what just happened?
The youth of today, am I right?
God, I
Wow.
love Melvin so much.
He's so good.
So,
So
let me
so
see.
amazing.
It's like your
One,
wings can help block out
two,
noise,
3.
but they
Yes,
can't
yes.
stop the vibrations of the bed moving as Melvin snores.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
low rumbling.
As Alistair sleeps, he puts a tiny bit of sand underneath, or like in front of his door, and he has Lilith keep watch the whole night.
Right. Some music.
Does my room have a window out of curiosity?
Yeah, I would
can
say
ask the same
Okay.
thing.
you can. The map might not show up, but you can totally say that you have a window.
All right, she bolts it shut and then finds something to jam in to keep the window shut.
Why are we so worried about getting
Well, you're
intruded?
there.
Don't worry about it.
Worry about it.
You don't need to worry about it because you're not sharing your room with her.
Speaking of,
I'm so yeah.
as
Fair, I don't
Siri,
gotta worry about it.
you rolled first on that.
Sorry, I apologize.
What happened?
The school is sketch. Don't trust
Oh,
it.
I rolled you for night events first.
Oh yes. Okay, great. Well, first, so Devanar, do you have a preference for top or bottom bunk?
Are you asking Kat that? It's definitely bottom.
That
Ain't I a stinker?
Oh my.
Knocker. They know too much. They must be eliminated.
If that's all right, then I'll take the top. And if I would love it if I don't know if it's possible, but like I imagine, I don't know, angling things or something so that the sun will like stream in through the window, like
Mhm.
into the top bunk, that kind of a thing. Um, and I think that, you know, um, do I actually I have a question? Do I know anything more, I guess, in general about Canis people being, since like they're Fey adjacent and I'm sort of Fey adjacent,
Well,
like would there be anything
here's the
there?
thing. You're not Fey adjacent, you are both Fey.
We're
Uh,
both Fey.
you're both full on Fey. Both of you
Mm-hmm.
come from the Feywild as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
you,
So then,
knowing the lore that I gave you about the Entler and the Vestral,
yeah.
you guys came, your clans came to Null for a particular reason. The Canis have always just wandered around. They're drifters of sorts.
Mm-hmm. Can uh can I ask, like, I'll say in Sylvan to Davinar, um, so what's brought you here?
I don't know if
Does
I actually speak Sylvan.
You not
Devinar doesn't speak Sylvan.
he doesn't?
not all Fey have
No.
Sylvan.
That's
And
all right. That's all right. I'll totally switch and say, uh, so, I understand that, uh, people who, Orcanus people tend to travel a lot. What's brought you here?
well, my magical prowess mostly, and my teacher said I should. So here I am.
Yes, I studied in the Newman Academy myself in my youth. It would put me on the fast track to Grand Mage.
Wow, that's very impressive.
Of course, nothing less.
Mhm. I'm sure that Devonar will rise to the occasion.
I hope so. Otherwise, I will find myself a new master.
I will do my best to not disappoint.
Please do not.
Mm.
I will be going into stasis. Must recharge.
Have a good night.
The book just flops on the ground.
Now I'm gonna put in my little book holder. Put them in my little book holder.
Um, as sort of things are winding down, I think that I'll just sit cross-legged up in my bunk bed and say, "Please let me know if this bothers you," and I'll pull out my uh, what is it called? I learned how to say it. My instrument. Um, and start playing and singing, like, softly, one of the songs of my clan.
Alright. As you drift off to sleep, your vision takes you elsewhere.
Oh boy.
Second. That's right, I made a whole ass giant tab.
Oh joy.
Well, I made, because now I can make folders for my maps, so it makes it a lot easier.
Yes.
I can do that. Right. You find your vision taking you elsewhere. Within the desert city of Vanheim. Recognize it from the vibrant violet ether crystal. Then feel your vision whirl even further into the city, into the Gilded District, where the affluent rest for the night as well. into a manor. Cloaked figures walk up through these halls, open the doors, heading into this small little setup, a little throne room. Sir, the preparations are ready for the gala, as you and the lady instructed. Naturally. And what of the items? Please ensure that they are ready and enchanted. I must make sure that my supply is in good hands. A new batch has been procured. They are to be auctioned off. Prison below. After the gala, of course. What makes these ones so special? Well, I have imbued them. Fragments of Majora Mistral. You see a figure. You see a man in priestly attire. Familiar to you. Though he looks many years younger. Lither, more muscular. With one eye. But the marking upon his priestly robes recognize the marks of Croc's Donner, the man who stole your Archfey, the Archfey of the Antlers, cousins, Majora, the man responsible for the capture, enslavement, torture, and worse, of Fey across Sokrith. For he was sealed away in a rock by the Archfey, now god, Bethan, who also took his eye as punishment. Oh wait, no, that was someone else. No, someone else took his eye. He sits there and smiles. He opens his hand. One hand is an orb of green light, with black spectral chain across it. And the other he opens is a purple vibrant light, an orb with another set of black spectral chain across it. Ah, someone watches. I know not who you are, but I know what.
I realize that means he's talking about me.
Mm-hmm. You must have been drawn to the connection of one of these two. Do not worry. They're still in very good hands. Just hope you're not on the list. After all, I'm bringing in quite a number of heads worth quite a lot of prices. He holds out this list in his hands on a clipboard. Even at a brief squint, you see your name on a list of Fae. And you wake up in the morning with a cold sweat.
Cool.
Yeah, I revealed it in the offline game first, but yeah, Crocs has put out a hit list for a bunch of known Fae.
Woo.
Oh, okay. Here. Melvin. Oh, Melvin.
I'm Melvin.
What's up, dude?
I gotta change the music.
Nah, actually, should be fine.
It's always a good sign.
Hell of a dream.
Yep, I do a lot of I do a lot of dream segments.
I love it. I love dream segments. I appreciate it.
Oh, nope. What is this?
Love it.
Wrong. I don't know what that is. It was playing something
Beautifully spelled.
else. Sometimes it does that
That's
where
fine.
if you accidentally put in the incorrect input, it will do that. Where we'll try and search a song. Here we go. Much better. The first thing you feel is an unbearable heat. Let me clear it because there were players that jumped in here and met him. Second. You get the full experience. Oh boy. Oh, I get to walk you through the whole prison? Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Zoom in, zoom out for this one, y'all. It is a very big map.
Oh, I've actually used this map in my offline campaign, or a variant of it.
Yeah, I have
Good.
all the variants. You arrive, and the first thing you see is these guys.
Where am I? Am I at the bottom?
Yep, you're the. Hold on.
I see you with your emotional support.
Oh, hey guys, what's up?
You see chain devils, wrapped in armor, chains, and ritualistic scars. They look at you and nod, and they point their blades up the stairs.
How's the family been?
This is a reminder. This is the first time you've been here.
Oh, it's the first time I've been here.
Yeah,
Oh.
you've never been here. You've done a lot of talk in dream spaces. However, this is...
In that case, this is my first time here, and I'll be like, "Did my dad send you?"
They nod and just point up the stairs with their blades.
What do you think of my dad?
They are silent and just stoic.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
You hear a myriad of screams in the distance. The smell of sulfur, blood, burnt flesh.
Hello, how's it going?
They
Think
nod.
my dad sent me?
They point
Oh,
up the
okay.
stairs.
Everybody got to know. That's pretty nice. It makes me feel nice and important. Hello. I think my dad sent me.
They nod and point up the stairs. You see
guys
that
are
this
talking
wall in
about-
particular is smattered with dried flesh, bloody dried handprints, scratch marks, etc.
Can I do a medicine check to see if I know that?
Yeah, sure. You have an idea of that this is not normal.
Not the decor I would choose, but hey, you know.
As
my
you walk
place.
up to this central hall, they point in either direction, meaning you can go either way you want here.
What way do you recommend?
Both of them are pointing in whatever direction.
This is kind of stressful.
You hear down in the distance the banging of cell doors, screaming, agony.
Nice place got here.
All right. You walk down this hall. You hear, "Let me out! Let me out, please!" It's like, I'm not
Do
supposed
I
to be
see
here.
anybody?
You just see, in which door do you go up to?
I'm staying in the middle of the hallway, just like kind of like peeking at wherever the shouting is coming from. Like, I don't know if the doors are like barred or if and there's like maybe like a window with bars or something like that, or if it's all solid steel, concrete, whatever.
They are metal doors, but they have like open little things that you can peer into.
Hello.
Let
Who's
me
there?
out! What are you doing here? You have to run! You have to run!
Oh, my dad wanted to talk to
He'll
me.
make you sign things, and then and you see two hands grab him by like these fingers poke into his eye sockets and pull him back. Ah!
Oh my god. So, you okay?
Silence, and
You
then
okay?
just you see red liquid seep under the door.
Ooh, that's...
And then
That's
as you
bad.
walk by
That's not
here,
good.
you hear a, "Oh, you shall be out of here, boy." Down here.
Hello?
You either dumb or stupid. Whichever one I do not know.
My dad brought me here, I think? Or I'm
Ah.
asleep, and this is a weird dream.
This ain't no dream, boy. You're down deep in the gravy basket.
This is my rat. Radicus Fix II.
You mean your little watchdog?
He's not, well, he's pretty talented. Yeah, I guess you could
You
say
see a bit of smoke come out of the cell visor.
that. Oh,
You should not
seems
listen
pretty
to
hot in
him.
there.
No, do not worry. You should not listen to him. He screws people over, gives them a better deal, and then he puts patrons like me down here to ride. You get closer.
He'll be like, my dad's too cool for that. I don't know what you're talking about.
He did that. He stole one of my patrons, the one that was going to let me free. Instead, he betrayed me and put me in here in this cell. But I'm a powerful man still.
I'm pretty confident my dad would not do anything bad to me. He likes me.
Oh, then you just dumb boy. Don't understand what he gonna do to you.
If I'm so dumb, why am I out here while you're in that cage? Good day, sir. And I'll go try and find Dad.
And you see sliding out from under the door a shadowy card. Goes forward and lands in your pocket. And you see behind the door, you see a pair of eyes and spectacles. These sunglasses. As he peers out. Just know that he ain't the only one that can give you whatever you want. See this individual.
Oh no, he's hot.
Well, my dad's pretty great. You know, he's helped me a lot.
Best of luck. Well, that's my card. Feel free to take it. Or I'll give you a little bit of option.
Thank you for your card. I asked my mom to get me some business cards, but she said there was no reason to because I'm just a student. But if I had one, I would give one to you.
Oh, I already know
Bye.
who you are, Melvin. You take care now, boy.
What's your name?
I go by many names. The people down in domains call me the Shadow Man.
Oh, well, bye. Gonna go see my dad now.
Chuckles to himself. Alright. As you come up here, you see down the hall, you see one of these little guys. a fucked up amalgamation of lizard, kangaroo, spider, wearing a cloak of flesh, and he is getting a big old thing of lava, and he's walking over to, let's just say, a dwarven man, and he is shoveling the lava down the man's throat. It is not pleasant to see, nor is the sound. And it just looks over at you.
Hey there.
Boy, do not mind him.
You see a warden devil.
Oh, hi. I think I'm here to see my dad.
The warden.
Also,
See you.
Love the decor here, by the way. Oh, love the decor here. You guys have really outdone yourself. Really inviting. Hello.
They nod.
Well.
As you enter this room, you see several giant bird-like creatures.
Hello.
But also in the room, you see two warden devils, a couple of chain devils, more gore vermin, and then you see a throne of bones. And it's funny enough, this actually, fun fact for you guys, this map was actually made for this character, which is fun, which I found out after the fact that I picked this map for him. You
As
see
Melvin see-
two
Oh, sorry.
figures. Firstly, you see
Hello.
a tiefling individual. She has dark blue skin, these black tattoos, and a bit of gold gilded throughout her skin. And where her horns have been broken, she has crystalline, ether crystals infused into it. But at the throne, see the man.
Hey, Dad. How's it going? You wanted to see me?
You see a barbed devil, whose barbs have been filed down to their base point, now slowly growing where they were not before the first time you met. He has a chin-strap beard that's full, white, and puffy. He wears this silver armor inlaid with infernal runes, skull motifs, and bone. He carries a large halberd, and he just sits there, rippling muscles, intensity.
Melvin.
Hey, I see your songs seem to be going back nicely. It's a good look.
Yes. Thanks to some power I've gotten.
Cool.
Time is irrelevant here. Passes differently. Hasn't happened for you yet. But something has happened in the world that's made me stronger. Welcome to my prison.
That's great. It's a cool place, you know. Didn't think I'd see your workplace so soon.
And this is my daughter, Erin.
He looks at you and nods. So you're Melvin. I was expecting someone taller.
Well, you know, you get what you get, I guess. I guess you're my sister then.
No, I'd
No.
rather die. Again. Anyways, listen to what my father has to say.
Yes, I brought you here for a reason, boy. So listen.
He leans down.
You're going on a path that'll bring you back into connection with something old, something ancient. I want you to gather as much information as possible. And any samples.
Gather information on the mysterious old thing?
Correct. any artifacts you stumble across in this place, any creatures, get samples of the creatures, get the artifacts to me if you can. Only to observe and analyze myself. You guys can keep them.
Okay, how do I do that?
Simply take them. And with our connection,
Looks at the rat.
you'll be able to send 'em my way, and I can analyze them properly.
Can I just feed Radicus and it'll go right to you?
Temporarily.
That's really cool.
Think of him as a rat of holding.
But it's more like it's a rat of transporting to you.
Yes and no. Don't need to think about it too hard. Anyways, I'm not expecting much from you, I'm gonna be honest. You're not one of my bigger players, but you have the chance to become one.
I'll make you proud, Zad.
You came to me for a selfish and petty goal.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, taking down a bully is a pretty noble endeavor.
He squints.
But if you're gonna work for me, you're gonna work for the business. There'll be times, as stated in our contract, where I'll have you look for individuals that I need. They need to be sent down here. Persuaded to sign some paperwork to stay here forever. And give their souls to me, which will make me stronger. It will make you and your brethren, all the other warlocks under my care, stronger.
Oh shit, that seems really great.
But also I will give you challenges as you get stronger.
Any chance you're interested in a Johnny Cool?
Not yet. He hasn't reached his peak of power. He's stronger than he'll ever be. But if you can surpass him, then I'll be interested.
Oh, I'll surpass him, Dad. You can count on me.
Do not call me Dad.
Oh, by the way, Dad, I got this from a weird guy in the hall. And Melvin will just narc on the Shadow Man and show Gazgan the card.
Ah, the Shadow Man. One of my warlocks brought him in for me. I was his previous patron.
Oh, he said he was like so strong and stuff. And I'm like, if you're stronger than my dad, you wouldn't be in that cage. Am I right, Dad? Yeah, that's what I thought.
He is stronger than me in actuality.
Oh,
however, we managed to trick him at his own game. The patron under his care became one of mine, and we tricked him into thinking that we were doing the ritual to bring him back. You see, the Shadow Man is a powerful mage from your land. However, he was dealing in soul magic, the forbidden art, and he can teach it to others.
Oh.
They trapped him in a dread domain, a carnival. From there, he contacted others. What?
Is having multiple patrons at once frowned upon? I don't want to commit, cultural faux pas,
Well, in your contract, if you betray me for another patron, I get to kill you outright. I'll send assassins your way. Looks at all the demons in this room. So, whatever you want to do in your little rodeo. But that's if you can get it. That's if you don't get away with it. You gotta respect the hustle in these warlock games, boy. But in your travels, when you have gotten strong enough, I will send some of my wardens, some of my workers, to you, and you can fight them for the chance to be able to summon them to aid you in combat. So, above board, as I have done with Booper in the other group, and as I will be doing with Garbo in his group, I will be able to send challenges where you fight the staff of Maliri Prison, starting with the Warden Devil, and basically, if you defeat the Warden Devil in combat, you will be able to summon a lesser version of it through Summon Devil. And then
it can go up from there. And
Is this a one-on-one fight or
Group
do I
fight.
get group fight? Okay.
And then, as well, if you perform certain tasks for Gazgan, you and your party will be rewarded with evidence lockers of prisoners. Basically, all their belongings are tucked away in, boxes. And he will give the prisoners possessions to other people as rewards. So you can unlock loot boxes with those.
Sick. I love loot boxes. It's the most non-bad form of gambling.
But do as I say. You'll be rewarded.
You
And
got it, Dad.
another thing. You desire even greater power, I'll offer you what I offered Deus. A new, more powerful body. Stronger than this one.
What's wrong with my body?
Nothing,
He says, looking away.
but
I'm a little
if
short, but other than that, I think I'm a fine specimen, if I do say so myself.
If you ever want strength, you want a new body, new power, and you want to beat Johnny Cool at his own game, that's a possibility. You'd be harder than that cold bastard.
Melvin
Oh,
squints and
if you
nods.
wanted, I could give you his body.
That's...
Dad,
I'm gonna
don't
have to talk about
don't-
that with my therapist.
Dad, don't offer existential concepts to this kid.
You're right, I digress. Do as I say. Follow my orders and you'll be rewarded. And when you die, you will serve a glorious purpose in the prison.
I'm not gonna be here one time. I'm gonna be heaven or wherever.
That's not how it works, buddy. When you die, you come straight here. But you'll be living the good
No,
life.
I'm pretty sure I will be just fine. It'll be fine.
But just don't die. It's a pain in the butt to have to bring you and your allies back if you all wipe. I can only do that once every so often, as stated in your contract.
Yep, another thing is, in your contract, as stated, he does protect you and your allies from death. So if it's inconvenient from him, he'll just raise you guys back from the dead. He'll add it to the tab.
But anyways,
Melvin will look at Radicus Finch and be like, "You hear that, Radicus? We're immortal."
yeah, dismissed.
He slams his
Bye,
staff.
Dad. Bye, sis. It was nice meeting you.
She flips you off. And you wake up you'll wake up in the morning and there is a black card by your side in the bed. It says the Shadow
Yeah, give
Man.
it back to me.
God, I love Melvin so much.
Inexperienced, to say the least.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Melvin is the greatest.
Ignores the horrors he sees in front of him because Dad wouldn't be that bad, right?
All I could picture during this was what secrets are known inside the prison. The Shadow Man knows.
He does. He really does.
Melvin just now the group mascot, not
two-
resist.
Once we're all woken up, there's definitely something that I want to do.
Yep. Arlena.
Something for protection, Pog.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Indeed. We strive for fun. Alright. Second, I'm changing the music again. It's the Scott. In the middle of the night, Arlena, you, in between your dreams, your memories of your time in the Dark Capital, unpleasant times is why you are always cautious, well prepared. You hear outside your room discussion.
He moves carefully closer to the door so that way she can hear.
Telling you, you need to relax. Thing is going as it should. Horse is correct. Let them expand. Let them their own wings. Yes, I know. I understand. Times have changed. You need to understand that. You recognize the voice as Professor Salduin.
But I don't hear the other voice.
You do not. Ike. I do as I am. This is one of your secrets, then they'll find it. To say, no one knows where you are. For you to speak to us now, in this age. I do not understand it. No, I am not questioning it. You are our creator, we must give recognition to that, but I quite like where I am, so I'll have to refuse that invitation. Sure, that thee will be found, but I have no interest in pursuing tear stones. And do you peek through the door at all?
No, the door is staying closed, but she is listening and noting down everything that she can in a notebook. Especially this concept of a tear stone, because if he's not looking for them, but they seem to be important, that could be something that she could use to her advantage.
It's spelled like that. Of course, no. As a Therian, it is my right. And you gave it to us. Blessed tear. I will not fail you, but I cannot help you at the same time. Who are you talking to? Ah, Renaya. What is it? I heard you murmuring to yourself. You heard the call as well. Of course. Us Therians must stick together where we can. For the god Tyr to return for all this time. Certainly is quite the time. With our former ruler having declared war once again on the land. That's before your time. Not necessarily. No, I have my reasons, my record. All off the books, I'm still assuming. Of course. I know what it's like to have a slandered name. But I don't think you're anything like him, if that's anything. Consider. And you haven't aged a day, Salduin. That is what interests me. Both bear Therian blood, yet you endure far past. Can I say I'm a man out of time? Foolish. Time magic does not exist. Wrong, it's called chronergy. Not like how I mean. Anyways, you should stop talking to yourself out in halls. Never know what eyes and ears could be watching. Listening. Hear a sound of ink slabs falling to the ground, most likely Renile turning into an ink blot and bearding away. And hide that again. And Mark bears quite a bad reputation.
Of course. It's down. Cliff.
Sorry, mine wasn't as interesting. She's not gonna do anything to risk herself.
You're good. No, you learned something. Events can happen in all sorts of ways. Cliff. Your dreams, sometimes more sleepless than others. You see a visage. Which you now know. She has recently revealed herself to all of her followers. The previously unseen goddess, Petro.
You.
A tall woman with darker skin and a prosthetic left arm that folds out into 4 others. Carries a large staff with holographic almost projections, long white hair, and a mask over her the right side of her face, and a new eye. Taken from one of the other players. Cliff.
Etro, I take it.
Of course. I've come to you in different visages before, but now the time for subtlety is over. You got my message from one of the other followers, I assume.
You mean that girl from this afternoon?
Correct. Maya is a very astute follower. Though not of the monastery track. Good to spread some messages.
Why have you brought me here?
Fate brought you here, not me. I may be the master of fate and time. We all follow it in different tracks. You're on the right path. Where you are going is back into the past of this land, before I was even a member of its pantheon. Before I ascended. Many centuries. You may find things on your travels that connect to your current goal. But I think, in the end, your power will be a great boon to bring this forgotten place back to Silkrith.
Will it be enough to atone for the sins I have committed in my sleep?
I am not one to say. I am not a judge, a jury, or an executioner. It is up to you and those around you that you surround yourself with. Decide. Your actions are just. Right. And she walks forward to you, and with one of her prosthetic hands, she cups your cheek. I believe you are capable of great things, Cliff. You need to believe that too. Do not be so hard on yourself. Depend on these allies. They will depend on you.
Would they be willing to trust someone like me? Even after that?
In time, you will know when it is right to tell them your sin. Then, they accept you, they are true allies indeed.
I understand then. As long as it means I can see Koda once more.
Good feeling about that. I'm spread a little thin. I will help you where I can, but I must tend to things. The return of Theric is very bad. He tends to do We have other heroes tending to this matter. My current champion, heir to, he's doing what he can for his team.
I wish them well.
Who knows? Maybe you'll meet them, all three of those groups. But in the meantime, may the threads of fate guide you, which you know is the saying of the greeting and the farewell of followers of Etro and record keepers.
May the threads of fate guide you as well.
Up to the last two.
Oda.
Devanar,
Yes.
you have odd dreams. Of a dark place. A red-rooted corruption.
Mm.
Deep, deep within the Darklands. Find yourself in dark halls, a labyrinth, crimson.
Bind me.
You walk aimlessly, without source, through this labyrinth.
Bind me.
Continue running and running. You see horrors that you cannot even recall. You see things you should not.
Find me.
That is what your dream is.
Ooh.
Alistair, you
Oh.
also have a similar dream.
Uh-oh.
The first part of your
Oh,
dream is that maze. Voice demanding you find it. But it is cut off. How worrisome. Alistair, I take it.
Yes.
Good. Elwyn told me of you.
And who might you be?
Oh, just an old Viscount. You know immediately. Only be one Viscount. Viscount Aleph de Fontaine, the previous founder of the Order of the Occultist before he was arrested for crimes against humanity, human experimentation, a taboo amongst all laws of magic. Your soul magic.
And Elwyn told you of me.
Of course. There are not many occultists left. However, not many who think the Order could be fixed. I would have you know my perspective has changed. My goals have realigned themselves. And I'm trying to find prospective allies and colleagues. After all, so many were lost. Your wife, the shame, young love cut so short by bloodshed.
I would suggest leaving my wife out of this.
Fair enough. I doubt my offer to bring her back to you would be sufficient enough. I can offer you more, though. I can offer you a new path. I already have my inner trio. They will be face of the next generation. Seiya, August, Owen. But I need others. Who's like you. Who would do work in our name. And test what we have.
And what would that work pertain to?
Well, you're already just in fact on your way to such things. My information is provided to me by lovely sources. However, you may want to be wary of Master Veyrin, who is the current head of the Order of the Occult, who Aleph experimented on the most. She has plans for you, and I have opportunities. I can make you stronger. You can become the best you that you could have ever been. Best wizard, the best occultist. And then, you'd be able to do as you wish with the world, in your own way.
At what cost exactly?
Your cooperation. And if we need things here and there, you to provide. You being at the Academy brings us an excellent opportunity to give what Master Veyrin does not.
I will consider your offer, but know this. If you ask me to do anything that goes against my morals, I can and will turn against you.
Many have said that before, but I have humanity's best interests at heart.
The path to the hells are paved with good intentions.
And I truly mean it. It is a shame. I too know pain of losing one you love. And there is silence. Come morning, gain the benefits of a long rest. And Melvin, you had something you wanted to do real fast in the morning?
Yeah, when Melvin wakes up in the morning, he wants to get like quill and parchment or whatever they use for writing here.
Yep.
And he wants to write a quick little letter like, "Dear Dad, it was so great to meet you in person, and thrilled that I have a sister. Who knew? Looking forward to working with you. Still have the Shadow Guys card? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Any clarification on artifacts would be great. Thanks. Love ya." Melvin Slickbottom. And then I'll take the letter, fold it up, and then go to Radicus Finch and say, "Portal straight to Dad," and just stuff it into his mouth.
Glad to see you getting use out of one of my spare feather quills.
You wake up and you see
Oh, this
Melvin
came from
feeding
you?
his rat
Oh.
paper.
Oh, no. I make sure to sanitize those before usage. You need not worry.
Okay.
You're into strange stuff.
But in the morning, you will be gathered in the main hall. You will see Professor Selduin. We're going to cap off here. At time. Good morning, everyone.
Hold on, just 2 seconds before we leave the rooms. She makes sure not only is it locked, but she sets like a small piece of carbon filament or what have you, like the inside of a pencil on her door to make sure, like, to check to see if that's broken when she comes back, then to know if anyone went in her room.
Okay.
Cliff is a little more vocal this morning following his his dream with Etro. I hope you all had a good sleep. It's good to see you all again.
A little tired. It's a little wilted.
But
Nothing that tavern coffee fix, I suppose.
yes, after this you are dismissed. You can go about to your free time for the next 2 days. I hope you all had a good night. First night back in, first night in the for Prima house. Good news. Headmaster Ariel Fell has ensured that you get a bit of an allowance for your mission to prepare. So here is all for you, and just as Pada predicted, you guys get a little bit of money. You get 1,000 gold each. All right.
Nice.
And Prince Dubois is actually here today, so you're gonna want to meet him. One of the best merchants around. Other than that, have fun, have a good day. He looks forward, back for a moment, walks through the... And that's where we're gonna end the session.
Hey.
Yay!
So you got some spending
Yay.
money. So during the... So you do have homework this time. Be sure to look at the Knoll Shopping Center. That is where we have we have some prices for a lot of magic items. We also have some homebrew magic items there, and third-party magic items on there. That is in the Discord, of course. And then anything that you don't see on there, there is a service where I roll to see if they have it, or if it's not, like, I have a basic price for certain things. Yeah, you can meet up with Pada as well and see about that black market.
Smile.
And you would meet my favorite NPC that a lot of people are scared of. But yeah, no, good stuff.
That was awesome.
How exciting.
The lore.
I broke character. It's just a bit of my
Yeah,
own
no,
speech.
yeah, no, we're having fun here.
Yeah.
Your next session, should all go well, will be on the 18th of November.
My mom's
Cool.
birthday is day after, so I don't know if my family will have any plans. I'll get back to you on that, though.
Oh yeah, you got plenty of time. But yeah, so homework, look at the shopping center, send me any items, or put it... Did I make you guys a session planning channel? I don't think I did. I didn't. I'll make you guys a planning channel, and you can put your downtime, what you want to do during your downtime of 2 days in there, and what you would want to do by. And yeah, you can also attend lectures and get some little temp bonuses for a certain amount of time, or find out some particular information. Yeah. So we'll pick up
Yay.
there next time. Of course, for those watching that have this is like your first time watching, feel free to look at my panels below. All the fun info is down there. And if you want to support the channel, that's all in there too. We'll be back next time on the 18th. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Farewell.